I remember when you lame players hated a player, now the same lame player they call a player male. What you talking that's funky, it about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money, get some money.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Let's go!
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. That one goes for 8 yards. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that's a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Love. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Zamir White from 8 yards out. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 7, Love. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Love. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. On 2nd down, they'll run with White.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Okay, ready? Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Now back to throw. He's got his man. It's White. Touchdown, Raiders. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now it's 3rd and 4.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Love's throw caught by Pierce. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Going back to Love.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, That's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And some down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now. Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Come on, team. Take the 11. Take the 11. 18. Pioneer.
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll set up a throw.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got White here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Love, they go play action now. And he's got Pierce. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 71 yards.
And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion comes the tight end left. First down, here's White. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Option play, here's White.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
First down, Love to pass.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, Love. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. He's going to keep this again. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Zamir White, 40 yards. And the Raiders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On third down, Love. That one finds Pierce right side. Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down. Trailing in the fourth quarter, they got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. It doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Love. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Love looking to throw. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. Now Love. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Wk1. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the slot man goes in motion left. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, We're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
60 Mustang 19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's White. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for Las Vegas, hey, you get a...
I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. Don't worry, remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a